Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. In Monday Night Primetime, he's underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Completed to Flowers. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Now motion him out of the backfield. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
They kick the running back in motion. Jackson now on third. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for the next quarterback after Elway and Manning, and it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way, and he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins, and he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Bombers.
Throwing here, Nix. They try to set the screen. Dobbins. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Nix on third down. No place to go. Ravens taken down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Feels this clean at the 30. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Quick pass right side, complete. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Kept it on the draw block, but they were waiting for him. That's a loss. It brings up 4th down.
Traps, screens, draws, you need the element of surprise. The problem is, this defense was all over that draw. You couldn't fool them, even if you wanted to.
Oops, knocks it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Denver offense taking Field for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Working quickly here.
In on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Absolutely fires this one right side. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Captain. Hold on a sec. Ready. Olay.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. Rolling into enemy territory. He's out in the clear. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos pull ahead 6-3 in the first. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
7, Ravens 3. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
We changed it.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
No, we changed it.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, middle. Hey. Middle.
Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Lamar off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. And Lamar doing what he does oh so often, Brock. Sliding in safe after picking up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
We changed it.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Leaning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Already.
Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. To the air on 3rd and long. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Offense up to the line fast.
Back at the 42.
Nix from the gun. Flush down out to his left. He's on the run, deep down the middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's loaded another one up. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
At their own 39-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is going to be down, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Putting a receiver in motion.
First down, Ravens.
First down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
This is Henry on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Middle. Yeah. Report. Sit up. Hey. You. Sit up.
Jackson now, third and long. Forced out to his right. Rolling in. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. They've been leaving him open, and that is something they're going to have to button up in the near future, Brock, considering the type of start this guy is having.
Yeah, this running back's making all sorts of friends with his buddies in his offensive huddle. Enemies on the other side, but this kind of production means everybody's going to get to eat today.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
Report.
Henry. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Where's it on? Hey, middle. 13. Report. Sit up.
They put Flowers in motion right.
Where's up? Where's up? Hey, come on. You change it.
Jackson has it, third and goal. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Broncos 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense all set to go. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Now Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. The give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
1 yard gain. brings up 2nd and 9.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. He brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick 6.
Touchdown, Ravens.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. The interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Broncos 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Completed to his running back. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Captain, 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 captain.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Rolling left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
2nd and 16. At the Ravens.
Here we go, we go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Nix looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's excellent job getting the completion.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working now from the gun. Ravens get him. Down he goes. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This is from 35 out on the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. They've got a man in motion. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And have him gain about a handful there. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's third down. 3rd and 15.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the... I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Bronx. See if they can attack that deficit. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Quick on the drop here to Dobbins. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Throwing from the gun. Finds Dobbins with the dump off. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the draw, they give to Harvey. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Throwing here, Nix. Escapes out to the left. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 17. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The drive begins with Henry. Good forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's second down now.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On second down, here's Henry again. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
Running once more with Henry. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So now here's 3rd and 5.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Man in motion out of the slot. He's got room to roam. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-point lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Broncos 17. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. Escapes the defender. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Captain.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And He's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. This game has already been a good one for him, Bronk. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Knicks. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the 10. Ready. Right here. Captain.
They'll throw again. Knicks. Escapes the pocket. No place to go. Ravens take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
Go. Bombers. Olay.
3rd and long for Knicks. He's got Sutton complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
26 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Captain. Olay. Bombers.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards. Offense to the line fast.
At the 19-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Captain.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Second and 3 now. Knicks from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for him. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Bombers. Olay.
Now Knicks on 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
At the 9-yard line.
Ready, stand here. No.
Shotgun snap to Knicks.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Nick's trying to sneak it. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Broncos now within one score in the fourth. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
Well, I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
31. Broncos 24. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Baltimore running its offense out now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Bronx. A response in order as they take over. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, run for Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Hey, report. You change it. Go. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, come on.
Blitz coming, Lamar. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Hey. You at.
They kick the running back in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, Alpha, what? No. Hey! Yo.
Lamar now from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off Brandon Jones!
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey! I ain't even touch. Ole!
Nick's looking to throw. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Captain, Joe.
On first down, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. Bombers. Captain.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. He finds his running back deep down the left side. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's good.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos losing by 7. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Looking to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Setting up to pass. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut it to a point late in this one. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th.
31.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. He'll look to throw it. The left side caught by Andrews. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the first down as well, and move them in the field goal range.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And all we can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Flying down the middle with Henry. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's third down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Third down, they need 7.
Third and 7.
To throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Here he is to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Captain.
Throwing here, Nix. He's looking deep once again. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens finally see the return stopped. They're going to take over following the interception at the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
No, we changed it.
Running back sent in motion. From the gun, Jackson. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos get it back at the 45-yard line following that interception return.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. They try to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they waited right till the end to use this final timeout. Only 6 seconds left on the clock. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throwing now. He's got Sutton complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. We walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
Oh, brother, it's another interception! And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. And no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running it again with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Well, Brock, they're in range for a game-winning field goal, but the offense staying out there right now. It's 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to be bottled out just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Oh, my son!
On the handoff, here's Harvey. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And the kick team comes on. A chance to win it here in overtime. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot quit.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Rams are set to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And this one spits out a little shy midfield. They're going to be in enemy territory to begin this possession. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. It was 29, by the way. And he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone on first. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force some punts and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
You're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. First carry now for Kyron Williams. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Handoff for Williams, running left. We call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That finds Adams downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Stafford throwing again. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
That's it. Lady.
To the air on 3rd and long. Got a man. That's Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football field. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Finds Dobbins with the dump off. Rolling into enemy territory. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That Broncos has a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Captain. Joe.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Completed to his running back. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Almost set. Ready. Armors. Captain. Joe.
Nix to throw again. It's his running back. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos break the tie here in the first. J.K. Dobbins with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Bronx. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Going from the pistol, Stafford. Buys time, rolling right. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Positive that effort. You didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Stafford now against the blitz. Fits it through the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
A gain of 12 yards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard
They take the
line.
handoff now, Stafford. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver.
You feel the same questions I do from people is, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game? Or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
Going after tries goodbye Lutz. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 21-7 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And trailing, coming off their biggest mistake so far. Feels like one of the key moments in the football game for them right here. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On second down, run with Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
180.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Rams.
First and 10 from the 41. Stafford from the gun. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Stafford to throw again on second. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Third and long for him here. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams are going to have it back, and it's marked as a 38.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. To throw, Stafford. Broken out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Yellow 20!
They'll air it out on third. He finds Adams, complete. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
From the red zone now. The back grabs it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Intercepted in the end zone. They're stopped just outside of their own end zone after the interception.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And he falls on his own miscue, and that sets him up with a 1st down. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
Captain.
Nix with it on 1st. Well, the president nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Bombers.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Almost set. Captain. Ready. My name is away. Away.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
Almost set. Ready. Captain. Away. Joe.
Going again. Here's Nix. This is reeled in downfield. It's Bryant. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm... Hey ladies,
Will Lutz to kick off.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. In Monday Night Primetime, he's underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
Jones has had a tumultuous career. That's with a capital T, by the way, that continues to have some ups and downs. Maybe part of that's playing under the bright lights in the big city of New York. But he's had some tough outings. He's had some brilliant outings. He's had some ups. He's had some downs. But he did take a team to the playoffs, and he's got to use that experience, build off of that confidence to do it again.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. That's brought in. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Jones now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Good catch in America. Kicking team.
Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Automatic first down.
The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. That back remains hungry.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts' 42-yard line.
Captain. Olay.
Nix from the gun. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they bring him down around the 34.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Colts in the nickel set on 3rd.
Bombers. Over set. Ready. Joe.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Flush down out to his left. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete. So in the end, the armchair quarterbacks, Kate, are going to tell you the more aggressive-minded play caller would have been correct. It would have been a better decision to go for it as they come up with nothing from that field goal try.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They go again with Taylor. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And that's a win for the pass rush. completion, fourth down coming up.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that call.
Colts going to kick this away now on fourth, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
Bombers.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Rolling left, buying some time. Gets into this one. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up 6-0 here in the first. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Colts nothing. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts ready to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Start on the ground. Taylor. He's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down.
On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Brought in. A lot of space ahead. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
That's another Colts 1st down. A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Working inside the red zone. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Jones is hit. He fumbles it. And the Broncos corral it. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
Those defenders see the QB keep the ball, Kate. They're hoping they can get a hit on him before he gives himself up. He got there in time, took full advantage, even hitting him hard enough to jar that ball loose.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Working quickly here.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Has it at the 37. And he gets him a nice choke on that return on the final play of our first quarter. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. First down throw by Jones. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Okay, ready?
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
16, track 60. 19, right, 18, right here.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can't happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Completed over the middle. And the Broncos corral it. So they do take over after the fumble block, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it. And they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Inside handoff to Dobbins. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Bombers, bombers. Captain, 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 captain. Olay, olay, olay.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Hold on a sec. Ready. Chill. Olay, olay, olay. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Nix. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Colts get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Blitz coming for Jones. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Colts with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. Ball at the 33 for first down. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Chased out to his right. Rolling and takes a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Badgley with the extra point. And the Colts tie this game 7-7.
Set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled, seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros. And part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
Captain.
Nix with it on first. This is Ingram looking left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40-yard line.
With Dobbins here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
Bombers, captain.
Nick's now on 1st and 10. Going deep here for the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pittman's got it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. New set of downs for him from the 46.
A gain of 12. And the Colts 1st down.
They send a man in motion. On 1st down, Jones finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Badgley able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewlett.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our 2nd half gets underway. Badgley on to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Gives it Dobbins to start the third. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Captain.
Nix from the gun. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Bombers.
On first down, it's Nix. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Getting out to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Once more, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The kick by Lutz is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Colts offense set to head out. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That one finds Josh Downs. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw by Jones. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Pressure comes, Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To the air once more. Here's Jones. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense. You snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home. That's out.
A throw right side by Pittman. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still brought not enough to avoid 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 7.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Point after converted from Badgley. And the Colts make it 17 all.
At 17. Badgley set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's got to gain a 6 there. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Strong running inside the 30. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes out to the left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Okay, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Bombers. Olay.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Captain. Olay. Joe.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Ready? Bombers. Olay. Captain. Olay.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Moves this one off to Harvey. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our 4th quarter. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Nix trying to sneak it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
24, Colts 17. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
1st down, Colts.
Blitz coming for Jones. Has it in close. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He's got Pierce. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Touchdown! The Colts now trailed by just a point in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Denver set to take the field on offense. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after, so it'll be second down.
Captain. Ready? Bombers. Away.
Nix from the gun. Forced out to his right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Hold on, son. Ready? Away. Oh, Captain. Bombers.
Throw here, third down. Flush down out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack. Punt team on the field. His work begins at the 31. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Now motion him out of the backfield. On 1st down, Jones dumped off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
19.
He's back to throw. They'll check it down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Broncos offense all set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Big gain downfield. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
There are times the quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Captain.
Nix with it on 1st. It's Dobbins with the dump off. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Bombers.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos with a little more work to do to win it here. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Me.
They'll throw again. Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Captain. Bombers. Joe.
Throwing now. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
A give right side to Dobbins. He'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have taken the lead late. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
31, Colts 24. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. Still time to go, Bronc, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. He'll look to throw it. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the mark blocker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. To throw. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
A gain of 5. And the Colts first down.
Setting up to pass. Makes the catch. And this goes across midfield into Broncos territory. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Man in motion, out of the slot. Back to throw. Throws caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
To throw again, it's Jones. Sends this to the end zone. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. So it's a win for the Broncos. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high-five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care. The place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, hey fellas.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. We'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
It's pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
So going inside the 35. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
On now to kick this one away. wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise, the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Ready. Cut.
On the ground again with Dowdle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the air on 1st down. Young. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Cut.
Young to throw it. He's got it. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's got it. Guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hands off for Dowdle, running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Now Young. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Come on, set. Black, 95.
On 3rd down, it's Young. McMillan on the slant. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And he goes. The Panthers got him. He goes to the hurry up here. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
Second down.
And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23.
Hey, 43, 57.
To the air, Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. That's cut by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Third and long for him here. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that game was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. That's brought in. It's his back, Rashard Smith. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates.
The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery.
13 yards.
Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
All set now. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And it's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Trevor Etienne to return this. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Young on the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Young working from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. He has this down to the 34. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Rush coming for Young. Jump off caught by his back. Now first down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
That play good for 17 on a first down.
Gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
From the red zone on first. And it's killed the end zone. Touchdown. Carolina. The Panthers make it a one-score game in the first half.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul. Really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Doing backflips on a candy cane.
to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. We'll pause after that first snap of the game. Gonna need to adjust their game plan because that is their running back who's hurt and getting some help. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. The first carry now for Sean Smith. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Bombers. Captain.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He throws a bullet to the set. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, no weak links to begin this contest, Brock. First, their defense does work, and now the offense playing at a high level, too.
Oh, you mean like a 3-and-out into a touchdown drive? Yeah, that's your dream of how to start every game, and you're thrilled when you can see it executed, because let me tell you, it doesn't happen very often in this league.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Chiefs nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets everything he has under this one. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off the defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. The back's got it. And he's blocked out real close to that goal line at the 1.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The back grabs it. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7.
Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Look at the drop here to Dobbins. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Next, quick out wide, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. He's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
At the 43-yard line.
Running left, it's Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
All about that defense there. Bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Bombers, captain. Olay.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Here's Ramon back on the handoff. And he'll neck his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on this.
Saw that screen coming, and there for the interception. Into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Chiefs 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And despite the fate of their last snap, Brock, the lead still theirs. That pick 6 should have been the wake-up call they need to refocus here. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Dropped off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 7.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Brought in by his batsman. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to the air, Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
To Rashee Rice. A gain of 9 brings up.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have it on 2nd and short.
Yellow.
Another throw for Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go.
15. Yellow. Hero 15.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. One touchdown and one interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Left side out, caught by Sutton. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Second down now, they need 7.
Second and 7 at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
Bombers. Chill.
Nix from the gun. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Captain.
Here's Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got him up for a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That one's quickly out to Sutton. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Number 14 Sutton.
2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Throwing out to the left. Cut! And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
They'll throw again. Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
13 yards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Captain. Bombers.
Working inside the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 2nd quarter lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chiefs 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight ends. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Chiefs with a 1st and 10.
Attack! Right! Hey, 43, you're a 15.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. He's got Smith again. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready? Captain.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, so that brings them to 3rd down.
Ready? Bombers. Captain.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Now here's Crawshaw for the punt. Chiefs have Xavier Worthy after the return. Secures this at the 17. Some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And with just under 40 seconds left to go, Brock, they can try a drive, but they got to hurry. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes now. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be second down.
Yellow, yellow. Oh, 43. Hey, Ridley, Ridley. Hey, Ridley. Fight on these two, fight on these two.
Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
First down, Chiefs.
Attack! Yellow!
Mahomes on first and 10. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's second down. Again, Mahomes to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, it's Mahomes. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock will do at least force this fourth down. Well, this one's interesting, right, Brock? It was a good play overall defensively, but you still come away maybe a little upset knowing the pick would have taken away a field goal try altogether.
And that's what they're thinking defensively. And offensively, as a quarterback, you take a big old sigh of relief. Thankful that mistake didn't cost you points. Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe two plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. This is a heater going deep. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up second down.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. And that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So a field goal game. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the third quarter right away.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Now Nix. Trying to set the screen. Dobbins. Blast through midfield. And he's They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Captain.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. They put way too much on that one, Brock. Off the end zone and out.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. And this one does not go far. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his first. He has it at the 33. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Good defensive effort here, drives him back across midfield onto their own side. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Captain.
3rd and long for him here. He puts some juice on it deep. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 3rd quarter lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down throw, Mahomes. Forced out to his right. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
They kick the running back in motion. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
As quarterback, Kate, you gotta hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We'll set it down for him at the 38.
First down, Kansas City.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Kelsey's got it right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running back sent in motion.
Yellow.
Throwing again, Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play.
Yellow.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Attack. Hey, 57, color, 50.
Looking inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging on to the football.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So they're left facing third and long.
Yellow. Attack. Hey, Ripley. Attack.
Here he goes, third and long. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up fourth and long.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate. Or if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely. This guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in. Not this time.
Butker knocks it through. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. One picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. They'll cobble together a yard there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. And the Broncos.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Loss of a yard.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Ready. Captain. Olay.
Throw here, 3rd down. Rolling left, buying some time. Firing it deep, left side. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead to 7. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense out to take over. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try.
15. Yellow. Hey, 43, 40. Attack. Come back.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Rams on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He brings it in. And they make the tackle at the 38. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Rice. Ooh, he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
In the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
The pass ball is incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flat. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw. It would stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos have it on the edge of their own goal line. They're at the 3. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
No luck on the look to his back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Bombers.
He'll throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
To the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Chiefs trail by 8. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Ridley. Yellow. Hey, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yellow.
They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw it. He finds Worthy complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos make the play that should win them this game.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. We get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Running it again with Dobbins. The 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this 3rd down. Dobbins trying the right side. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. Punting unit out now.
Jeremy Bradshaw in punt formation for the Broncos.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has
could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
They're on first down with Dobbins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. There's no give here to Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. So it's a win for the Broncos. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are